This is Combat Patrol. Want one? We're doing a giveaway. Hey, it's Dave for iCaveGames, and I've got in front of me the first issue of Combat Patrol from Hatchette. This is a partwork that's just come out here in the UK, and in the past couple of weeks it looks like it has sold out just about everywhere. And I might not have helped that. So let's see what you get inside, and yeah, I have a couple of extras that I'll be giving away at the end of this video. Now, as far as I can tell from reading online, this is planned to be released in more countries, but not until next year, and it's sold so fast over here in the UK that they've already sent me an email about my subscription saying that the demand has been so high the first shipment has been delayed until mid-October. So that kind of throws off my plans a little bit about what I'm going to do on this channel, but I'm sure we can find some stuff to keep us occupied. This is my way of getting back into the hobby after 15 years away. You can find out more in this video over here about why I'm doing this whole thing. And you can even see the first miniature that I've painted, which we're going to talk about the building of in this video. So the first thing you'll see on the front is a couple of grey plastic sprues. These will of course be your Space Marine Terminator Captain and Winged Tyranid Prime. Multi-part plastics, but they're also push fit, so you don't need glue. But it's probably best to glue them anyway. That's what I did. There's also a handful of D6 or six-sided dice that you'll need to play the game, a fold-out battle map to play the game on, and a handy little slip of paper to give to your newsagent if you want to subscribe in the old-fashioned way, a fold-out about the whole collection, and a big old poster for your wall if that's the kind of thing that you're into. And of course the Combat Patrol magazine / booklet itself. It's not bound like a normal magazine though, but hole punched, and the idea is that you can keep these in a nice binder, and if you subscribe they'll send you the first binder for free, and then start charging you for them. Now all of this costs £2.99. Now a Terminator Captain on Warhammer's website is £27.50, which is mildly obscene. A Winged Tyranid Prime is £26, which is also obscene. Admittedly, the Terminator Captain on the website has a few extra options on the sprue. This is a kind of set pose. You get this face, this armor, this weapon layout, but the Tyranid Prime appears to be exactly the same miniature. Now, they don't sell these specific dice separately, or the battle map, but we're already £53 in value for just these two miniatures alone, given Warhammer's own pricing, obviously. Not real value, but I can see why this has been selling out, and I'll be giving a couple copies away in the video later, miniatures and all. Now the booklet takes you through the building of the models, which are, as I said, push fit, so you can, if you just want to get playing, pull them off the sprues and jam them together. But don't do that. It also shows you about the right tools, clippers, craft knives, mould line removers, to build these to the best possible standard, along with nice, clear instructions. Building these two took me about 20 minutes each with cleanup and clipping and gluing, and I picked up some Citadel plastic glue to make sure that they are going to be properly durable. I know that there are new ways to prime models these days with airbrushes and the like, but for these I gave them a little blast with a can of Chaos Black while still on the sprues, because that's the way that I've always done it. So I could get basically around to everything, and then when I cut and cleaned them up and assembled them, I gave them an extra blast just to get to the last few spots where the injection points were from the sprues. That just gave me a nice flat colour to paint from. And I am going kind of grimdark with this stuff. I'm not going bright, beautiful, clean colours, which is kind of what I had in my head ahead of time. But I've seen grimdark now, and I don't think there's any going back. Looking back now, though, I would have done things like leave the wings off the Tyranids to make painting a little bit easier, but we'll talk about paint in a future video, and I'm looking to learn new techniques and tools as well, so if you've got any suggestions, leave them down in the comments for me. But then the book goes more into the lore mode, so you can get a brief introduction to the Imperium, Chaos, and Xenos, which covers basically everything that's an alien and not a human, or previously a human. Then there's a bit more on the Space Marines and the Tyranids, as these are the first two combat patrols that you will get in the collection. The next couple of packs includes 3 Von Ryan's Leapers, which to me look a lot like Tyranid warriors from the old school. Maybe Hormagaunts, not quite sure. And you get 5 Infernus Space Marines in the next one. And yes, the issues do go up to $9.99 a piece, but if these are minis that you want, it's still a lot cheaper than buying the miniatures alone. Then there's a couple of pages where you create backstory for your new models, which is a nice intro for people coming into the hobby for the first time, and it brings a little narrative aspect, which I think is a really good idea, though I already have plans, at least for my Space Marines. We'll be creating a chapter soon, and yes, like my main iCave Dave channel, it will have a strong Apple theme, because, you know, we're in the iCave. Then the final part runs you through the basics of gameplay, using the 2 miniatures, the dice, the battle mat, and cutoutable counters and rulers that are in this pamphlet as well. Is a game with 2 minis going to be super compelling? Not really, but is it fairly incredible that you can get everything you need to do that in a £3 magazine? Yeah, I'd say so. So, would you like one of these? It's currently only available in the UK right now, but I have a couple of extras. So, drop me a comment down here with what you would name your Space Marine chapter and why, and I'll pick a couple of my favourites to send a copy to wherever you might be in the world. And it won't be some Telegram link. If you're the winner, I will respond to you from this channel, and it will be to message me either on Twitter or something along those lines. So, we'll do it the safe way, and don't give out your address to anyone else. But what I really want to do here is build a Combat Patrol community right here on YouTube. And if you want to see the paint scheme for my chapter, the thinking behind it, and the process of creating it with a bit of Apple geekiness mixed in, then watch this next video. See you in the next one, and don't forget to comment.